Alright, we are going to be talking about surface area of any prism given to you. A prism is nothing more than a box with polygons as your base. When they name the prism, they will tell you what your bases are going to be. The first one on the left is called a rectangular prism. And it's called a rectangular prism because the bases are going to be rectangles. The one on the right is called a triangular prism. And it's called a triangular prism because the bases that we are going to use are the triangles. If you notice, we have the height indicated in each of the figures. We're going to go into a little bit more detail a little bit later, but the height is always known as the distance between your bases. As you notice, I like to highlight what my bases are because I truly believe that's going to help you in your future. Let's get some more definitions down before we do some samples. Your bases. Your bases are going to be parallel polygons and they are going to be congruent to each other. Your bases can be any polygon that we have talked about. They could be triangles. They could be squares. They could be rectangles. They could be regular hexagons, regular pentagons, equilateral triangles. They could be a trapezoid. So your bases can be any polygon that we have talked about in the past. The lateral edges are where your two sides are going to meet. Okay, your lateral edges are usually going to be congruent to each other, and it's just a term that we're going to be referring to throughout the course of this unit. Lateral faces are all the other sides that are not considered your bases. They are what I refer to as the walls of your prisms. Now, in order for you to find the lateral surface area of any prism, this is the formula that we're going to use. The lateral surface area is the area of the walls of your prisms. So in order for us to find the lateral area, what we're going to do is we will take the perimeter of a base and we're going to multiply that by the height, or as I refer to as the distance between your bases. We are going to use the formula capital P times H to find the lateral area. In order for us to find the total surface area, the formula we're going to use is we're going to take the lateral area and then we're going to add in our two bases. Now, the area of the base can be any figure, again, that we dealt with in the last unit. It could be a triangle, it could be a square, it could be a rectangle, a trapezoid, equilateral triangle, it could be a regular polygon, regular hexagon, regular pentagon. So that formula, or part of the formula, is going to change throughout the problems. And again, let's go back to the perimeter times the height. If you go back to the top, the height is indicated as the distance between our bases. So this is just the basics of the notes, and then the next video is going to show you how to do some sample problems.